Hello and welcome everybody back to All the Mod 7 to the Sky. Today's a very special day. You want to know why? It is my birthday. February 25th. Always a good day because it's always my birthday. I was thinking we would start out by giving ourselves a cake. We just need milk. And I thought that'd be a funny way to start us off. So we'll take a bucket. We need one more bucket of milk. And we'll make a cake. And there we go. Happy birthday to me. All right. Well, for today, I think it is high time, now that we tore down everything from the original starting island, to start mystical agriculture. We already have tons of the seeds. Some of the seeds I've learned that we are not supposed to have, but luckily they cannot produce essence, or well, like the essence has no use. So we don't have to worry about getting something we're not supposed to have with those seeds. Excuse me. But to start that out, we're going to need to make the outer ring for which we will place mystical agriculture crops. So we're going to need our wool. Grab a bunch of it here. And a builder's tool. Probably just a regular building gadget and our copy paste gadget. Between the two of these, we should be able to make the island we're looking for. I was thinking, it's so loud by those animals. Let's come on over here. I was thinking maybe we also use the builder and shape cards to make it. Could work, could be possible. Our little system we set up before the end of last stream has produced us a wonderful, wonderful amount of processors. We've got roughly 40,000 engineering, 40,000 calculation, and about 40,000 logic. Had to add a few more resources into the mix, and then we're going to have to let these run for a bit because our silicon did not keep up. So what I was thinking is we will add a few acceleration. That's why we missed an acceleration card right there. We'll add a few more to these just to really get these machines back up and running. And we'll just have these ones run at 2 acceleration cards. Because in terms of the printed circuits, we've got about 1,500 logic to do, 8,000 calculation, and 10,000 engineering to cook through. So we'll let that run. We did have a Grave Guardian spawned by our graves. I've started trading with... Oh gosh, these guys are so loud. I did start trading with him. Got him up to about Journeyman. Looks like we can do some more trades. I was just enchanting some bundles to trade with him to level him up because it gave a lot of it. Oh, yep, there's our expert. So looks like we can get Arrow of Baits for Crying Obsidian. Water Breathing for Skull. And Axolotl gives Adventuring Rod of Misadventure. I'm not sure exactly how that one works. Part of the Seas for Super Poppets, as well as Potion of Earthly Garden. I don't even know what Earthly Garden does, but let's find out. So let's buy, I think we have some chorus fruit. If I can type. Just because it's my birthday doesn't mean I've gotten better at typing. Zam. Alright, so now we've got a Potion of Earthly Garden, which is made with a chorus flower. I don't have any plants at my base, but Dark Scythe, who is AFK, does. So why don't we come check it out over here? So let's go ahead and drink the potion. I don't see any effects going on over there. What about with like his wheat? And plants here. If I sneak, they grow, obviously. So that's not what Earthly Garden does. Maybe what we can do is check the compendium. So we'll look at, what would it be under? Magic items? Let's go through here. The fishing rod seems to be bad luck fishing. Yeah, I don't know what that does. Special bonuses are for certain days. I need to remember to keep praying. I've been so bad at that. Let's come back into the compendium here. There's our knowledge of death. Enchantments, maybe? What does Plaguebringer do? Interesting. Yep, I don't see it there. Magic items, we were already looking through and I didn't see it. Tablets, scrolls, so maybe it's in scrolls. Aquatic life. Perks? Magic items. Maybe it's in tablets. Yep, I don't see it there. Yeah, I am not 100% sure what Earthly Garden does. So I'm not sure. Oh, unless I just did this to him. Does it like grow? Oh yeah, it's planting. Okay, let's get away from his base. He'll have all those flowers and plants as a little present. a little something special for him. Yeah, so I have paused these inscribers using a toggle bus, just so we're not making any more printed circuits for the time being. I am curious, let's make a shape card and see if we can make the shape of what we're trying to build. Oh my gosh, it's actually doing it here too. So we want a cylinder that is hollow. What's the best way to do this? Maybe we'll look at the builder. Oop. Accidentally clicked through. Yeah, there's nothing else it does, but it's from RF Tools Builder. Is there something to let you... I swear there used to be things that let you visualize what you were trying to make. What are all these? Do we have the... Can we make dimensions? I don't think we have RF Tools Dimensions. Haven't seen that one in a long time. Oh, no, we have dimensional cells. Those are just for power. Those are all for vehicles, it would seem. Yeah, I'm not... So here's our builder. There's the space chamber and space chamber controller. That's how you, like, copy stuff. We got shields. I don't know what mover controllers do. Generators. Power storage. Or generation. Power storage. Item storage. Utility. Yeah, I don't see the item that lets you visualize what you make with the shape card. We do need more paper. Oh my gosh. Let's drink a bucket of milk and get rid of this earthly garden. And then we'll go around and clean up all of these flowering azalea leaves. Can't believe the range on this thing. Look at this. Might have a use for earthly garden if we make like a garden area in the base. But as for right now, this is just a nuisance. Let's get rid of all these, huh? Holy cow, look at how far out it placed some of these. Did not mean to do that. That's a bit much. Alright, hopefully we got all of them. Oh, I see some right here. Okay, that should be all of them. Now, the building gadget doesn't really have a way to offset its grid, does it? So if you do surface, fuzzy. Oh, yeah, none of these will do what we're trying to accomplish. It only works in straight lines. And even then, I don't know if the builder could recognize the pattern. So maybe what we'll do is only the floor is going to be checkerboard, and every floor up from here on out will be solid color. I think we'll start with the blue floor. I'm going to grab our shape card, say a hollow cylinder. Yeah, there's so many options here. We'll say hollow cylinder. Here, so if we put this in a builder, so we can visualize with. I know that. So if we place a builder, place the shape card, and enable preview, I don't see it. What if we... Oh, is it because I need to say that it's at least one? One? Okay, so it puts it like that. So what we'll do is we'll move our mega torch. Hopefully no mobs spawned in that short period. And we'll place our builder right in the center. So now with our shape card, we'll edit the dimensions. And we'll say, I don't know, 50 by 50. So now if we turn on the preview, that should be close. Yeah, it's a little further out. Let's go ahead and raise it up one. Or in one, I should say. And see how this looks. So that puts it almost in line with the base that we made. But you know what? This is a perfect opportunity to just make the bottom of the base circular. You know what I mean? Like if we take this out and make it 48, or well, no, because that is an even number and we are not rocking with evens. Let's come to 47. So now it's not doing even numbers. We can pretty much visualize anything we would need to change to make this perfectly circular. But what we'll do is actually expand out to 49 is what I'm thinking. So we'll make this 49 by 49. And I'm going to lower this by 1. So now it makes this, and what we'll do is we'll have it make a ring of a block. Let's do... So I do love this trick. So if we make an interface, connect it up here, it can pull from our ME if we do that. But the question is, what do we want to make the base out of? I normally use concrete, but we have a lot of dark oak. Now the dark oak logs, how do we turn them to their... Isn't it a 2x2 of the logs makes the, yes, dark oak wood. So let's make a pattern for dark oak wood. Toss that in our patterns here. And say that we want like 1,000 of them. Actually, we want a stack. What I'll do is I'll tell this interface, hey, stock dark oak. I put my cake in a horrible spot. I think our birthday cake celebration is through. So why don't we turn off our auto feed upgrade? Get ourselves hungry here. Might be harder to do than I was hoping, but if we get some spider eyes, as well as some flesh, our first hunger we could hurt ourselves and then give ourselves hunger. Then we'll eat our cake. So give me just a minute here as we run around. have to make sure my mic is actually where it's supposed to be. There we go. Right about there. We'll run around. We're almost hungry. My jetpack keeps trying to make us fly, so I'm going to turn that off. We'll keep hover on, but jetpack off for a moment. Okay, we're about to be able to eat. So that hurts us. But we had absorption. So that was all a waste. We'll get one more down and then we will eat this rotten flesh and we should be good. Wow, we didn't get hunger. I think our armor's too good. So why don't we just armor off, armor on, and then we're gonna have to heal back up. And we'll eat some cake. And now we've had a slice. We'll just, one slice is good enough. I want to move on. All right, we need a flex point. Which actually makes me curious how far this got. Holy cow. All right, we do not need to be exporting dirt anymore. Not at all. Jeez almighty, would you look at that? I think that's enough to get us rocking. So let's actually, we'll just tear all this down. And I'm just going to import all of this into the ME system. I've got so much junk on me. Let's see. What was I looking to? We need a import bus. We'll take our import bus and some more cable. And get all of this up into the ME system. Go ahead and give this a capacity and speed. And it should start chewing through this. Eventually we'll get it all into the ME system. Yeah, it'll get there eventually. All right. While that's doing that, let's take our flex point, throw it on here, and a lever. Or you know what? We don't have to do this the lever method. So I liked the shape it gave us. And let's see how it looks if we make an outer ring of dark oak. It might be too brown, honestly. I think the dark oak is too brown for my tastes. So can I, you know what, let's just mine it out. Don't need to worry about saving it because our mob farm gives us so much dark oak. That's where all our wood comes from. We can turn our magnet back on. Let's try a different material. My question being, do we have ebony? We do not. So maybe we will just make the rings out of black wool. I think that's as simple as it gets. Yeah, rings of black wool. And then let's go ahead and I guess I should have thrown all the wool back in here. But before we do that, let's start the next floor by taking our card and saying, yeah, actually make this 5 tall. Oh, it built down, didn't it? It did. Okay, well, since it built down, we'll keep that down that's there. And we will raise this 3 up. Perfect. Now that that's done, let's fill in the circular shape down here. So we need to go blues and blacks. So let's make our way around. Might take a second, but that's all right. Just take our time. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna fix this. Get the wool out of the turbine here. Okay. That should have the turbine running perfectly fine now. Turn that back on. We're gonna move all of these. We just haven't built the part of the base that they will go into yet. I don't think it's perfectly symmetrical. Is it? So look at how much space is there. Those are all good. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm crazy. We'll just keep filling it in. So right here we need to fill. These are all good. Then we need to fill in here. Oh my gosh, there's more of them. I can't escape it. They're everywhere. Okay, and then we'll place the blue. All right, so we're about 2 sides done. Let's keep on keeping on here. And just power through this, and then we'll build the platform of the next level. So black. And then blue. And what we'll do is, coming up here, we will make the platforms have blue line or black lines with blue floors, I think is how we'll do it. I think that'd look pretty cool. I'm a big fan of concrete, but I don't have the automation for that yet. So for now, we're just going to use wool. Then eventually we'll probably change the base to more of a concrete. Or at least part of it. But this should be the last we need to manually fill. Oops. Okay. Check underneath. Yeah, I was thinking there might be a few spots. Sorry if it's a little dark right now. I think that's well and good enough. And now what we'll do is we'll take back our shape card and make it only the one thick. A 5 offset, I think, is what we need. And then if I do 50-50, throw it in. Oh, hey, what do you got? Protection, mending, and unbreaking. Sure, we'll buy it. And a diamond chest plate. I think I'm just gonna have to make one. Buy this to disenchant later, as well as his coral blocks. And what we'll do is first preview. Okay, it's pushed off to the side. Did I put the offset in the wrong... Oh, it probably needs to be odd. Yes, there we go. Okay. And we'll say, okay, actually not black wool, but blue wool. Go ahead and place that. And let's make it pretty wide. So we're going to have to just keep walking this out. Say, ooh, I can think of a good way to do this actually. So let's just go all the way to 59. Okay, I do want a lot more space. So we're going to go all the way to 79. This one will take a bit longer, but that will make the ring. And then I just take blue wool. And let's actually make the outer line before we hard stop here. Take our black wool, our card, go up one more to 81. Change this to black. I don't know if with filters if you can do checkerboards, but that should add the outer ring. And now we'll just put a bunch of blue wool in our inventory and use a builder's wand, which I think now that we have nether stars, we can make the infinite one. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, look at that. This is going to be easy peasy. And just so that we don't make any mistakes, Ah, it's in our turbine again. We'll just have to fix that another time. Maybe after we finish the floor. This is going to take a lot of blue wool, of which I don't know if we have enough. So we're going to focus on finishing one particular side first. That way we have somewhere we're actually building. Yeah, we do not have enough wool, but we're about to put the sheep somewhere they'll be harvested, so not too worried. I wish it could go through this. It'd be so much easier. I should have tore out this middle ring. Now we've learned our lesson. And we only have to do this once, because then we can just copy paste, which is great. I think I think this goes right to the edge. So let's test. So if I stand at this block and go straight down, oh, that turned out perfect. Totally on accident too. Just gonna keep going till we are out of wool here. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do is place some more mega torches. Let's go ahead, and I don't think we have a recipe for them. So we'll encode a pattern here. Throw them in and say, just give me a few of these, please. And we're going to place one in the rough middle point on each side underneath. Probably like right there. And right there. And hopefully that'll be enough to stop any mob spawns that we could run into. Looks like I am going to need to patch some holes along the edge here. Again, we only have to do this once. Because now we can just copy paste this layer, which is fantastic. I'm just going to run along here and fill in any gaps. Just so that we don't have to worry about it going forward. That should be all of them. Then why don't we just go ahead and finish all the wool in the ME system. Unless there's gaps in the inner ring we need to fill, which it looks like there is. Should be pretty fast to run around here. Gotta fix this again. Just for now, though. Perfect. Go ahead and continue over on this side. Because why not? Just pick a side, right? Okay, there we go. Now it's all placed. I'm gonna go ahead and give us a bit of music. So now what we want to do if I think about it, I think most importantly is we actually need to get the sheep being sheared. Which I think our best way to go about that is not going to be easy. It honestly might be easier to, instead of shearing sheep, get the seeds going for them. For instance, how much string do we have? We've got plenty of string. We're gonna need a dye seed. And what does the sheep essence do? Does make wool. Okay. So let's start the mystical agriculture then. And I think I'm gonna make some feral flare lanterns, and we'll place them around underneath, and it should light everything up. So let's make a pattern for feral flare lanterns. Go ahead and feed that in here. And say, give me 10 of these ones. And what we'll do is on each cardinal, we'll place it underneath in the middle, as well as do the corners, about our best guess. And this should really give us a bunch of light around the base. I don't think that one was very properly placed. Place 2 more here. Okay, and that should, yeah, look at that. Immediately lit up the base at night. Perfect. So now we don't have to worry about lighting. So let's start some mystical agriculture. I think it's a good time. Most importantly, we first need Inferium seeds up and running. But before we make them, we need a infusion crystal. And in fact, I'm going to make that a recipe for us. As well as make the master infusion recipe, supremium gemstone recipe, prosperity gem recipe. Then we're going to come back out and make recipes for all of these. And hopefully the system is smart enough to know it can reuse the crystals. We might have to do some modifications to get that working. And we're also going to space these out a little bit. Oh, I don't think I... Yeah, okay, that's perfect. So before we craft it, If we go to craft 1, yeah, it says it's going to craft some infusion crystals, but it says it's only going to craft 3, so we'll let it rock. And at the end of this, we should have an master infusion crystal. Let's go ahead and check the quests. We've got so much everywhere to collect. Let's just collect everything. And throw it in the ME system. How far is our dragon? We need some simulation. Or no, what's it called? Oh, I guess maybe I didn't make a recipe for them. Prediction matrix. That's what they're called. Okay, we did make the recipe. We'll throw that in there, have it keep going. Get our Ender Dragon slowly but surely up to max. Looks like we almost have our Master Infusion Crystal. Come on. Almost there. There we go. And our Master Infusion Crystal is achieved. Now what I'm going to do is actually remove the recipe in here for the normal infusion crystal. That way it can only use Master Infusion Crystals. So like if we want to make some Supremium, will it use the other crystal? Perfect. And it'll use the ones that are available, I guess. Let's go ahead and just make a bunch and have it running while we're building the base. That way we won't have to worry about it. And see if it tries to craft more Master Infusion Crystals. Sure is taking a minute here. Let's go ahead and lower the number for some reason. Don't know. Unless taking those infusion crystals out busted the recipes. Let's go ahead and fix the recipes. So we'll come into each of these. We'll go here, recipe. Perfect. So that one's fixed. That one's fixed. One at a time here. Fixed and fixed. Throw these back on in here. Bit of gap in between of where they are. Throw our crystal in, and I think it just needs one for each stage. So it might make some more Master Infusion Crystals. But now if we order Supremium, hopefully it can calculate. Try 300 again. Yeah, it did calculate. We do not have enough Inferium, so we're just going to go for 100. And it is just going to use one at a time. Okay. So it is smart in that manner. Let's go ahead and get some Inferium up and running here. What tier can we go in? So we can actually go all the way to Insanium Farmland. So maybe we'll actually make the recipes for that, and we won't even ever use the other tiers. We will just only use Insanium Farmland. So we'll say that there's a recipe for it, and hopefully... Is there an All-the-Modium hoe? There is. Let's go ahead and give this some recipes. Whole bunch of them here. You know me, I love my auto crafting. If I have to use something once, you know dang well I'm gonna make patterns of everything. So that if we make a All-the-Modium hoe, and in the farmland recipe, tell it to always use this. Perfect. So let's see the current speed of making Insanium isn't the fastest, but that is because I'm going to cancel this. We never put acceleration cards in our crafters. Maybe now is a good time to do that. Let's go ahead and make acceleration cards. Whole buttload of them. And I think we can do this just right clicking them in. We're sneaking. Does it take them? Oh, beautiful. Yeah, okay, we're going to do this to each layer. Going to need some of the cards we're making. And we're gonna put these in here. Definitely is going to take a lot to fill this all in. My question then becomes, if I hold vein mine and right click, okay, no, it does not take it that way. So we are going to have to go layer by layer. That's okay. Just going to do it in a way that I will know I didn't miss any. We then come over down. To be able to go. Yeah, okay, so those ones were all in. So it should just be these three and those three. The bottoms are set. Go ahead and start down here. And these will craft so much faster. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We'll just hurry and get caught up, and then we will get back to our progress. It's all placed. Okay, and then I think for these particular machines, let's actually have it make a few more infusion crystals. If I can remember how to do that, let's go ahead and let's just give us 4 of them. I know we need Supremium, but you have a recipe for it. Does it not know I canceled the job? There should be a recipe for Supremium in here. I'm going to need to turn on all patterns for a moment here. Yeah, so it knows we can make oh, but it couldn't make it because I was holding the current crystal. Okay. That makes sense. So now, please make me 4 more. Nope, maybe not. So is the pattern for Supremium broken? No. Or is it just not like that it also uses that crystal? That could be what it is, actually. So let's make Supremium. Albeit very slowly. And we'll just tell it, hey, you know what? Use that Supremium we made. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and keep placing acceleration cards. So let's actually just go top layer. Oh, I'm stuck on a block. We'll say top layer, please. And then next layer down. On all of them. Yep, already did those, duh. And then I should be able to fly along here and just hit every block I can see. Of the 3rd layer down. And then come on to the other side, and it should just be these 2. Yeah, so 2 and 2. Then we'll do it from this side. And do the 2 that we couldn't reach. Right? Perfect. Then do 1 more layer. And then the bottom. And we should be done having to fly around putting these in. If there was a smarter way to do this, I just didn't know what it was. This is why I'm happy we made all those processors. Because we need all these cards. One, two, 1, 2. And last but not least, the blocks underneath. Perfect. And then we'll just put the rest in our tool. So now it should craft Insanium so much faster. Can I make some infusion crystals, please? Please give me... Just start with one more. And then what I'm going to do is actually make another pattern for the tiers of Prudentium. And throw it in further down. And we make one more. Ah, dang. So right now if I say Supremium, oh, it is going to make one more crystal because it needs 3 for that. Okay. Yeah, we will just do 3 patterns for each, is what I'm thinking. That should give us a pretty good crafting rate for what we're doing. Give us our music again. And then why don't we get a few music discs? So that we can just cycle through songs here. Help give us some background music. Now, please give me one more infusion crystal. So now, if I go to make Insanium farmland, we need dirt. In fact, we need 1 dirt first, so we will place this and give us dirt. So now please give me an Insanium farmland. Looks like it's still only using 1 crystal, which is a little unfortunate. We might have to set up some manual molecular assemblers with 1 pattern. Possibly. Don't know if that's worth it. But we would need 15 more. I don't think we have enough. Oh, is this not importing the dirt? Oh, it is. Is it the wrong kind of dirt? Oh, it's giving us rocky dirt. What the heck? How are we getting rocky dirt? Is it being compacted somewhere? Oh. I did not know it was putting items in here. Is that because it... Okay. Okay. Yeah, Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, you know what? We're just going to import everything from this. Even though it's gonna really fill our drives up, that's okay. I did not know it was doing that, and this was compacting the dirt we were getting. Okay. Can we turn it back to dirt? Looks like we can. I'm going to go ahead and have this also giving us some dirt for a bit. And we're going to turn all this rocky dirt back to normal dirt. Even if it takes a while. Just say, please. We don't want rocky dirt. Okay, I think that is enough. I'm just going to leave the rest in there. I don't want to take the time. And that is enough dirt for now. So did it have all the essence to give us 15 more farmlands? It does. Okay. 15,000 inferium to do this. Now my question is it using... Yeah, it is just cycling between which ones it is crafting the prudentium in, which is unfortunate. It's not using the multiple crystals we put in. But that's okay. So why don't we make the inferium farm right over here? So we've got 16 seeds. Which probably we'll just put in the a 4x4, right? Let's see, that's going to take a bit. So why don't we work on the other things that are going to be needed to harvest these? I think I am just going to use a basic mystical agriculture harvester or a harvest pylon. I think the pylon would be faster. Of course, it's going to use blackstone, which is all right, I guess. Wait, why is it using chiseled quartz? Let's go ahead and make a quartz block. Recipe. Throw them all in here. Have it give me some. And then make that the recipe. Now, what else did we need in that harvester pylon? We need a iron bar recipe and a hay bale recipe. It says we're missing blackstone. Has this not gotten to the blackstone yet? Oh, it almost has. Okay, we'll get our harvester pylon. Take our insanium farmland as soon as it's done. And let's count this out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th going 1, 2, 3, 4, and in. This will be the block of where the pylon is. And I will just use normal dirt for the moment. Can this be in the water? Oh, it can. Oh, that's beautiful. Do we have dimensional chests? Or are we going to have to use ender chests? Preferably, I'm looking for the ones we can encode. Okay, we will use that. And I'm going to specifically encode the ender chest to only use white wool so that we can set the code we want on it. So don't use red, use white. Do not substitute. Can you make me 2 of them? Perfect. Now for our main base import, how do we want to do this? Why don't we get some blue dye and some wool? So we're going to need a bit more blue wool. Well, unless it uses dye. It might use dye. And black dye. And for our quote-unquote main base import, we will just use this. It has plenty of room. It's not the one that's a 3x3. Trying to decide where to put it momentarily. Why don't we just put it right here? And our main base import code will be blue, black, blue. Good. And then I'm going to make a interface for it. I should say right by it. And we will only have one import bus, and all the rest will use pipes. You know what? We're going to use all pipes on this. So we'll place some dirt. I think we have area needed. And until I get integrated dynamics, we will just use the pipes. Hopefully we're not overloading anything here. Yeah, it's getting there. And we will have our pipes be what gets items in. Oh. Didn't want it to connect there. So now what we can do is then turn all of these to pull and put these upgrades in them. And the interface can take these items at insane speeds, so that's perfect. And we'll come over here and say, yeah, when you're done harvesting in a 9x9, put them in this chest. Okay, and then it just needs a hoe, so we're gonna make it a all the modium hoe. Which I don't know if fortune affects it, but let's just do it, just to be safe. You know what I mean? Like, just to make sure that it gets everything possible. We'll put fortune 5 on it. Oh no, does it not take all the modium hoe? Oh no, there we go. Pylon is working. Okay. How's our farmland coming along? Alright, should be pretty fast now. We might have to just use RF tool crafters to make our essence, because otherwise this is going to take a long time. So we'll probably change all our patterns for essences to just be downgrading insanium, and we'll have this farm producing insanium. Hopefully this will be done soon. We pretty much don't want to progress any further till this is done. Now, since we have multiple crystals, can I have more insanium crafting? Because there's a crystal available. Ah, perfect. How we doing? Yeah, I guess we didn't really add enough co-processing units. But that's where we're going to use Mega, which we did finish making. We got quite a few singularities. While we wait for those to finish, let's make some patterns. In fact, you know what? Give me like 1,000 patterns so I don't have to use a crafting CPU every time I want patterns. And I want it to know how to make our 256 million mega crafting storage. That one's gonna have to go in an inscriber. Let's see, we were on the 16. So we need the recipe for the 4. Now if I go ahead and come over here, so our inscriber needs to know how to make the pearl dust for us. And then we'll spread these out like we've been spreading others. I already threw some matter balls in there, but just to be safe, let's go ahead and switch this to matter balls again. And let's actually rip this out and turn it into another ender chest. to go to the main base import of, oh, hold on, let's pause. The main base import of blue, black, blue. Have this make matter balls for a bit. So now, can I request a 256 million mega storage? Okay, we have all the resources required, but none of our things can handle the bytes. What about just making this part of a 64? And then we're going to need the pattern for a mega crafting monitor, a mega crafting unit, and then I want the mega coprocessor. So like, please make me a monitor. Okay, it doesn't have the recipe for storage monitors. Can you make my monitor now? And can you make me coprocessors? Perfect. It's like all our crafts are running. We should have the farmland we wanted. So where we can place it here. I didn't mean to put one right there. What happens if we break this? Or you know what? We'll just roll with it. And place our inferium seeds. And I want... Dark Scythe was showing me the power of the Ring of the Goddess Band. Hey, look at that. That is incredible. Unfortunately, when it's on a pedestal, it harvests, like breaks the block, which is really crappy, but we'll just hold on to it. So this is interesting. This Ring of Arcana. I wonder what it does. Let's go ahead and see if we can make the other rings needed for it. So we're going to make patterns here. So we'll make a pattern for this ring. A pattern for the Ring of Arcana. Pattern for the ignition ring. A pattern for the zero ring, whatever that does. Which requires snow, which really sucks. and the Rendingale ring. So out of curiosity, what does it need to make us that ring? Wait, did I not put the recipes in? Yeah, it's right there, Harvest Goddess Band. Weird. Can it make a Harvest Goddess Band? Yes. But it doesn't like it. Interesting. So why don't we just make all the rings ourselves then? This we need snow. And to get our snow, let's see, snow, snow, snow. We can use ice essence, which I think we have ice seeds. We'll go ahead and just throw this on a basic dirt. I just want to see what this ring does, you know? So let's make snow blocks. Snow. And how do we get snowballs? Other than taking snow and shoveling it. We'll just do that manually. Okay, we got the snow blocks, snowballs, all that good stuff. Let's go back to here and make the 0 ring. Oops. And then we need an ignition ring. And a Rendingale ring, which we are out of all the modium. No! I made too many hoes. We got some raw uranium still. This should be just enough to make what we need here. All right, Rendingale. Come on, baby. Do I have, I should have, I think it used red matter, right? For the Ring of Arcana. Yeah, okay. We've got the red matter. We just need the Rendingale. Come on, give it to us. And then what I think we need to do is reset up our wither farm to keep the coal coming in, because that's how we're going to feed our EMC. So with the Rending Gale, we should now be able to make a Ring of Arcana. How do you set what it does? Oh, look at that. Turns water to ice, dirt to grass. And then if you're holding it, I assume it grows crops. Let's turn that snow off. Nope. I think we're going to have to read what this one does. Yeah, we'll have to read what that does. And hey, look at that. We got some snow. And it can go in the ring slot. Yeah, we'll read about it later. For now, oh. It didn't take the 0 ring. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't take that. Let's go ahead and cycle to a new song. Get a few more seeds growing. And now let's get some wither skeletons being farmed. So we need our wither skeleton spawners that we modified. So there's a... Wait, why did... Oh, is it because I've never held the spawner? That's funny. These are our super wither spawners. We'll make this one super too. But what I want to do is... Wait. Okay, that one ignores conditions. So this one's the most important. What I want to do is lower its spawn range so that we don't have to have such a big box. So let's place this down. And we're going to need nether quartz and fermented spider eye. So that puts it to... Oh, that's spawn count that I'm modifying. Oh, oops. So we want to modify spawn range, which is blaze rods. So nether quartz in the offhand. 3, 2, 1. So all I want is the 1. I do not have my silk pick on me, so we need to be very careful to not break this spawner. And now what we'll do is come over here, get our clear glass, just go like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I want to place this 3 blocks up. And actually we can place a wool block here. Don't need these on me right now. We're just going to set up the one spawner. We'll actually even just throw the rest of those in the inventory. We need our wand. These are no AI, actually. Or maybe they're not. How do we... Let's make them no AI. Porous fruit. I thought I already did this. Ah. Whoa. Ultimate spawner. And brain drain. Okay, so I actually don't think we need the glass. Let's see where they spawn. Oh, I can't hit the lever. Kill a few of these. Take our wool and put the wool on it. So that they don't do that again. So yeah, they drop in a perfect 3x3 around it. So if we take that, add our vector plates. Let's see. So we want one right here. And we'll add a masher. Oh. As well as some more wool blocks. And then we just want smite, looting, beheading, sharpness. And then we need a backpack. Or we could just use an absorption hopper. But we'll go backpack. I think they're all on the ground over here. So we'll take... This is our magnet one. We'll just put it on there. Looks like we do have ender tank storages, so we'll be able to do those eventually, but for now we'll just leave it going normally. Craft one of these. I've got so much junk in my inventory. We need our blue dye. And say blue, black, blue. As well as a pipe. And I have the ultimate ones on me. And last but not least, a lever. Which maybe we'll just place it underneath wherever it is. Let's see. It is on 48086. So let's turn our throttle way down. 4086. Turn off our magnet and let's see how what this does. Seems to be working good. The XP will just have to, you know what, why don't we set up the XP? So let's come over to our pattern provider, or pattern encoder, type in ender tank, and encode this pattern with white wool. Then have it give us 2 of these. Oh, we need recipe for cauldron. Okay, have it give us 2 of these. Oh, look at that. Quest complete. Also completed another quest in neural networks. And what we'll do is we will just add the tank right here. Of course, I put away the pipe upgrades. Come over here. And then we just need to add a tank to the backpack. And the magnet to pick up experience. Is that putting experience into... Yep, look at that. So instead of fluid XP, it's just experience. But that's okay. I think that maxes our fluid types, though. 4 of 5, that's alright. Looks like items are getting shot to the side. So why don't we just add wool to make this look nice? Kill that guy. And it looks like they are able to push each other, so we will add glass. Preferably clear glass. And this will be 1 cell. Now, yes, we could expand the spawner range to get more at once, but we were getting too much loot that way. So hopefully this way it won't be as bad. The only thing I do need to do, so I'm actually going to shut this off. Let's build up this glass. Is we are going to need a void item upgrade. So let's make a pattern for these. Patterns for everything. It's what I like to do. And say, give me a void upgrade. So we get the achievement if there is one. And an advanced void upgrade. Perfect. And come over to this backpack. And we're just gonna take it. And upgrade it. Don't know why this isn't working. Can I not upgrade these since it was a mob spawned one? Yeah, gold backpack. Huh. Well, we'll just keep going manually. And now what we can do I can find is add an advanced void upgrade and tell it to void stone swords. And we want to ignore durability and ignore NBT. Because I realized as we sat there that it was going to fill up our ME system with all of these stone swords. So we're just going to have to get rid of these. In fact, I don't want to throw out the wrong thing, so I'm going to type stone sword. And we will just get these out of the system. So now if we turn this on, hopefully we don't get any stone swords. Beautiful. So that should just feed us coal and wither skull heads, which is good. As well as we now have mystical agriculture up and running, where I will just stand AFK at it with the band in my hotbar, which will grow all the crops. So I think that is a wonderful place to call the stream now that we have automated mystical agriculture and expanded the base and got our wither skeletons back up and running. So thank you so much for watching if you tuned into the live stream, and I am Fallen, and I will see you next time. I'm gonna just continue playing off stream, just enjoy my birthday. Have a good